something happened to...
There you are, minding your own business in a spying on your classmates way, when suddenly... Hey, Grumpy Captain, you're sort of a loser sometimes, right?
No.
Sure. And you hang out with other losers like Oz, right? Because Oz is a total loser, who I happen to maybe be developing feelings for. I can't explain it. They are nowhere near as attractive or wealthy or ruthless as I am. And yet I find myself so inexplicably drawn to them. I think it's their eyes. It's like there's real depth there, like they're hiding some sort of secret. What do you think it is? Something wonderful or totally lame?
Oh, not this one.
Oh,
because
yeah.
She would hate it.
Yeah, she would hate that.
Yeah, the secret behind Oz's eyes is the secret of communism. Oz doesn't believe in ownership of material goods or individual entrepreneurship of any kind. So that she would hate that.
Yeah.
She loves gold. The secret behind Oz's eyes is The Secret. That book that changed their life and their business sense of self-confidence is on point. When I was in the psych ward, they showed us that video. And me, being someone who was like, wait, this should not be shown to us, right? Like, I had this clarity of mind to be like,
wait,
you should not be showing this to us at all. Like, why are you doing that? Mm-hmm. And so I told the doctor, who, like, told the nurses, I guess, like, don't do that. And so then the psych nurses hated me, which was great for me. Really, it was horrible. They bullied me so bad because I told on them for showing a bunch of, like, really crazy people, like, The Secret, which tells you that if you imagine in your mind, it's basically manifestation. They basically stole the idea of manifestation from paganism, which is rude, and, like, I think manifestation works in its own way, but it's just something you shouldn't be telling people who are, like, in a psych ward. That's just something you just don't do. Anyway.
The Secret. I loved that book. Any publication that puts me in a position to once again assert my superiority over others with hard work can win me over in a heartbeat. And any monster who reads that kind of book is out to get something for themselves. In this case, probably me. I like a monster who isn't afraid to chase down what they want, and we know I'm not too easily won over. Maybe they have a chance with me after all. Vera and Oz, prom royalty. It has a nice ring to it. Thanks, Grumpy Captain.
I don't know what I just went into, but I just looked at the chat and it says, I mean, it seems like men are a lot less into pre-cum than women. And that's, I'm just going to let that be out in the world. I'm not gonna
they were talking about erotica.
Oh, okay.
I don't read all of their messages out loud because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to comment on that.
Don't look at the chat. Yeah, but I just realized that manifestation comes from, like, witchcraft and paganism, which is a largely female-dominated field, even traditionally. And then they, like, took that idea, like, some guy took that idea.
What are we talking about?
The Secret in manifestation. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway.
Is manifestation just, like...
It's basically...
I believe it into existence?
It's basically you just, like... Yeah.
Yeah, you just, like, wish for it really hard and then it happens.
Yeah, it is. But they, like, stole that idea from, like, women things. Anyway, it's kind of thing. The way I think of it is like, it makes you more open to the idea of following things. Like, if you're thinking, God, I wish I had $10, and then something's like, hey, do you want to, like, help me out and I'll give you $10? You're more willing to take opportunities that will lead you to $10.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Does that make sense? Like it opens your mind to taking opportunities towards your goal.
So I feel like the first time that I've heard that I remember hearing something like that was when I
was explaining it scientifically, not in terms of.
Oh yeah, but I guess it reminds me of like when people talk about like in sports they talk about visualization, and which is like, you know, you visualize yourself doing the thing, and so then your brain is more blah 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 blah. Whatever.
Yeah. That's how I interpret manifestation to work. Like, if you think, like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I'm imagining it, I'm doing it all the time, you're going to have more energy directed towards the work that would take you towards that goal. Does that make sense?
No problem. Maybe they'll let you be part of the prom court, even if you're just a jester or something. You gain +3 fun. Could that also be, like, related to what the fuck do they call them, like affirmations and stuff?
Yeah. Scorpion.
Everyone chooses an animal.
Emperor Scorpion, to be more specific.
Lion. Decide on how cute a video where a charming cat becomes friends with the selected animal would be.
I know that Scorpion doesn't come off as the cuter one, but if a cat truly became friends with an Emperor Scorpion...
You know that little kitty becoming friends with a big lion would be really cute.
That is true, because I did see that Dachshund one. But then I found out it's owned by Joe Exotic, and then I was like, oh, it's bad now. Sorry, Mari, but it's like, yeah, a tiny cat becoming friends with a really big cat, that is cute. Especially if, like, they somehow became, like, part of the pride.
Oh!
Mari just tapped into She-Ra.
I have to see it.
Wait! She tapped into She-Ra with Scorpion Catra.
Have you even watched She-Ra?
I've watched 3 episodes. I don't know what that means, but... Maybe. No, I know it's cat. A tiger raising and protecting a puppy. Oh, yes.
Fingers crossed your love interests don't sit together. Yeah. All right.
I keep thinking his eyebrows are his eyes.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking that, too. I was thinking that he had, like, just, like, marks on his face.
I thought he was always just doing this.
Alright, so let's go to the library because I would like some money, theoretically. Impress my Gorgon lady. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guessed that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. Later, you, Vera, and Miranda meet to prepare your case for your ruthless rhetoric class. Your scenario for the week: monsters finally rule the world, but puny humans still demand equal rights. How will you deal with such audacity?
Kill them all.
14-hour workday. Media censorship. Start a fictional war.
Ugh, that sounds like so much work. Can't we just throw money at them?
Oh, or cake. I heard if you let them eat cake, they calm down.
She's just another geek. Thank you. When I was in a psychiatric hospital, they played Marley and Me. No! Can't. Why?
Is
Why
that
would
the
they
one where
make
the dog dies?
It's like you fall. Yeah, they fall in love with this very bad dog who's just like a very bad dog. He's just so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies. And I'm like, why would you? Like, any dog. No. They should have been just playing Disney movies.
Look, I heard if you let them eat cake.
Yeah, they calm down. Which is
is
something Marie Antoinette did not say.
I thought she did say it, but cake was technically table scraps. It doesn't actually mean cake.
No, it was like somebody else said, let them eat cake, and then they attributed it to her because everybody hated her.
Oh.
And, like, so they're just like, everything bad that's said is attributed to her, and all she was doing was, like, her job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, like, the way I remember hearing about that is that, like, when they say cake, they don't literally mean, like, dessert cake. They were referring to like some sort of expensive bread. I thought it was maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I thought that what that meant was like table scraps or something. Anyway,
either way, she got more harassed than she deserved. Well, she died, so whatever.
What about you? Do you have any ideas? You're not one of those group members who just lets everyone else do the work, are you?
Which one is gonna make her like you? Let's repress them into happiness, or relocate, re-educate, reintegrate.
But she was saying that sounds like a lot of work. So I feel like the top one, repressing sounds like mermaid. Fuck.
You know what?
Why do they put the two of them together? This is so hard.
Yeah, they're the same.
Not the second one, you don't have enough fun. Okay. I'm gonna let more of the... Vera's secretly... She wanted to give more money to the workers. It's business. Remember, your stats are important. I don't understand how the stats work, so like...
Just follow your heart. Just follow your heart.
You propose setting up safe havens for certain model humans where they can enjoy equal rights. But these safe havens are actually propaganda factories designed to show that monsters are naturally better than humans. Ah.
Perfect.
After that, indoctrinated humans are sent back into the wild to spread the correct idea.
Sounds like China.
It's a good plan, but what about the ones that won't buy it?
Well, we need to get the food for the safe havens from somewhere, don't we?
Miranda's cost-effective thinking convinces Vera, or at least scares her enough to concede. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. You are so smart and strong, much better than those puny humans, right? I am not sure who
you impressed?
Yeah.
Is there any place other than this that gives me charm?
Oh, Dwarven Crafts says it was croissants. Also a rumor. I would recommend Your Wrong About's episode about Marie Antoinette. They go into great detail about the smear campaign against her from both the French royals and the revolutionaries. Her only crime was ostensibly being Austrian.
True. She was like the youngest daughter of the Austrian family, I think. She was the youngest princess. She wasn't even meant to be a queen. She was meant to just marry some random dude, and I can't remember why they chose her. I think they wanted someone who was fertile, like guaranteed fertile, and since she was like this 8th daughter of some woman, they were like, oh, she's gotta like pop them out, right?
Yeah.
And then the king, his foreskin was too tight, so he couldn't, pump. Mm-hmm. And then they fixed that, and she got pregnant with a girl! And so they were like, well, let's cut off her head. Well, more things happened than that, but... Mm-hmm. Let's see. Does Jim... I don't want to just, like, spam the gym.
I'm not sure what other things she wants.
I just want to be charming.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do the gym again, see if it, like, changes things up.
Dodgeball match take place. One point you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom's sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm.
Thank you for subscribing. She's just another geek. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody, for being so helpful for today.
Mm-hmm. Can we go to the same location? I didn't even consider that we could go to the same place.
Woe is me.
Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. As I was standing here suffering gallantly in silence.
She did, and she wasn't, but okay.
I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morn. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. They claimed I was mistaken about how polo is conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without a heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you? Perhaps I offended them when I implied they were too impoverished to afford these deeds. If so, why? I would love to make reparations. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to ask them the gift of this omelet to begin the healing? I am told that peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy.
Obviously, and what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of,
What's more charming?
No,
I feels like, because she would be insulted by the eel.
I feel like, right, because those are like
insulted.
her people, right?
Yeah, she would be insulted by saying like, "Here, eat our children." Elegant stencil card. An elegant stencil card with your sincerest apologies, a lot of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs.
Oh, yes! How better to show that I'm truly making an effort to get to know them on the most personal of levels. I shall do their names in beautiful calligraphy, print their fears in gold leaf, and I shall adorn their compromising nudes with adorable glitter stickers.
Yay!
I may have been misunderstood before, but how could anyone misinterpret this kind gesture?
Perfect.
Take the omelet and make sure to take lots of pictures of them eating the eggs so we can all remember how generous I was.
With a kiss on the cheek, Miranda hands you the omelet and waves you on your way. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Player order is decided based on your ability to mimic the noise a giraffe makes.
Okay, you do yours.
Do you know the noise a giraffe makes?
Yes.
I didn't know they made any noise. Is that what you were gonna do?
Yeah. I was gonna just sit in silence.
Yeah.
So we both. This is both of our mimicking a giraffe.
Do they make any?
No, I don't.
They don't make any noise. We could do.
Well, they do.
They're saying horse girl energy time.
The noise a giraffe makes is the sound of Satan. I say this because one tried eating my hair. Maybe just like they do hit each other with their necks. Oh yeah, maybe. Don't giraffes sound like horses? I'm pretty sure they just don't make sounds, or they go boom. Oh wait, there it is. That is. I was trying to make tongue noises because they got those long tongues. All right, you do your plop and I do my tongue, and everyone has to vote what we did better. Okay, everyone has to vote who won.
Stacey Asper. You're welcome, everybody.
All right, Stacey won. Everyone, Stacey wins.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. All right. You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. All right, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food.
Business idea? People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food.
Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food.
Business idea? Nipples.
Just nipples?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit.
That's actually a really good idea.
Better than nipples?
Yes, we just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Oh,
Tapeworms. They're
yeah.
gluten-free, dairy-free, 100% organic, and you can get them for free
from sick cows.
Or
Meth.
Meth.
It's what for lunch. I like how everyone's like, nipples?
I think meth will be hers because she was just talking about drugs, so tapeworms would be...
Yeah. I think that's our little druggy girl over there, for sure.
That has been...
Oh, and also she's got snakes.
Yeah.
So worms. What a delicious idea.
Well, the snakes and worms are different. But what about for, like, ghosts and stuff?
You know,
ghosts want to lose weight, too.
I meant like the snakes eat worms.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I was thinking.
Wait, snakes don't eat worms.
That was just my thinking.
Oh, okay.
Do they not eat worms?
No, they eat, like, small animals. I guess, I've never seen a snake eat a worm.
No. I'm not saying I'm comparing the snakes to worms. I was like, do snakes eat worms? That was my question.
I've never witnessed one. I do know that lizards eat worms.
Some snakes do eat worms. Depends on the type of snake. I don't know, just like snakes can eat whatever they want. It's a free country. Yeah, Mari.
Yeah, actually, you're
Why are
right.
you
You're
hating?
right. Snakes can eat tapeworms. It's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
But what about for, like, ghosts and stuff? Ghosts want to lose weight, too.
We'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside the living ones, naturally.
Oh. Where are you going to get tapeworm ghosts?
Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much any tapeworm, honestly. They're very ambitious.
Well, all of my objections to this plan are solved. Scam away.
Soon, Vera's new slender friends are all the rage in the cafeteria, and she seems to tolerate your presence even more. And everybody's losing weight.
Oh, by the way, a tapeworm doesn't really help you lose weight. It just absorbs all of, like, the vitamins and stuff you need.
Yeah,
and you still absorb all of the calories. So you're basically just eating food, getting no vitamins, but taking all the calories. So don't...
You'd be malnourished for sure. Definitely don't do that.
You would just be malnourished and not actually... And the only reason you would lose weight is because you would be in so much pain that you couldn't eat. So I would recommend actually just exercise and vegetables.
This is reminding me of, like, some of the, like, animal rescue videos I've seen where, like, one of the it's very... Okay, anyway, sorry.
I just wanted to say that because I know if you're a human being and you're young, you think, God, I just want to be skinny for literally no reason. And you'll do anything for it. So I just want to let you know that getting a tapeworm, which is something people have done in the past... It literally just drains all of the vitamins out of your body, but it doesn't take all the calories. So just eat some vegetables and go for a walk.
Okay, now that we've had that disgusting
I just didn't want anybody listening to think maybe a tapeworm would be a good idea. You know that there's people who think that. Like, I've been a teenager.
Meth is also a bad idea.
Yeah,
don't do that either.
Actually, I have a suggestion. Vegetables and going for a walk.
Yeah.
Just go for a 30-minute walk. Not even a run, just 30-minute walk.
I will say, I think people are surprised when they find out that the majority of the exercise I do is just walking.
You
and
do
listening
walk
to audiobooks.
For, like, I'm gonna guess, like, 6 miles a day?
Probably more than that, but that's honestly not even as much as I was walking, like, when I used to go to work. Because, like... when you don't drive everywhere, like when you walk to and from the train and stuff, like,
Yeah, so, like, not that losing weight is, like, the main goal of anybody's life, but if you feel like it, walk instead of drive somewhere, or whatever, so. Oh.
You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out.
Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you so mad at it? You seem to be at an 8.5 on the frowny Liam scale.
The what?
The frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness.
Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy so it truly popped with my massacre Instagram filter. Hashtag massacre. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. And so I'm writing a scathing Yelp review.
Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Grumpy Captain. Her taste may tend toward the mainstream, but surely she can see this subpar cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous. Grumpy Captain is surely more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again.
Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can.
Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people to be paid to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice, simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Poulter-worthy expose to be published in the most widely read periodicals. They're both terrible, but, I want to make Miranda happy.
Mm-hmm.
Why, of course! This plan involves two of my most favorite strategies, gathering an army and outsourcing work to the disenfranchised. If it involved torture and suppression of dissidents, it would hit all of my favorites. But there still might be time for that later.
I don't even have a response to this. You go to the vast homeless population who wander the woods near the school, don't ask, and convince them the cafeteria is a trendy new restaurant that sells food for the most valuable currency of all. Positive Yelp reviews! Turns out people are pretty gullible when they're starving, so they flock to the cafeteria in droves and start writing spectacular reviews on their phones. Because now, oh no, it seems they kept all the unwanted blackberries. Remember blackberries? Yeah, me neither. Miranda Vanderbilt, says Principal Giant Spider, bursting into the cafeteria with 8-legged panache. Stop bringing droves of homeless people into our cafeteria.
But Principal Giant Spider, it was absolutely vital to the vitality of the school.
You said that the last 5 times. You can't solve all your problems by manipulating homeless people. Notorious PGS storms out, but Miranda looks perfectly chipper.
Oh, he may pretend to be upset, but I think the subtext was pretty clear. Thank you, Miranda and Grumpy Captain, for saving the entire school like the beautiful heroes that you are.
That's 100% a lie, but Miranda called you beautiful. Aw, it's a win.
Everyone chooses something bad. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Also, do really quickly want to say, wow, that segment is, but
yeah, I didn't know how to what my face should do.
Yeah,
I was like,
I was skipping over some of the words because I was like,
that's a little too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Go back to murdering people.
Yeah.
What's something bad? I pick. What do I pick?